games in terms of mid-game, and we hope for everyone tuning in to have action 5 as we head into turn 1. While we like the over, be locked at plus 115. The locked and loaded bet of the night is Tahsin Lake minus 120. Stormin Borman is a remarkable 16-2 in his last 18 bets of the night. Please remember to never wager more than you could afford to lose. And after this match is over, I encourage you to congratulate both players on their amazing accomplishments. That for sure. You got to look at the bracket. Now let's look at the game map here. Tahsin is the Stone, and Troy is Tim Ryan. Adam, do you expect these guys to start off again the same as they did last game?
Yeah, I do actually. I think, Tahsin, he is very confident with his Old South, opening, and I don't think he'd stray from that. I mean, it's won him all these games. Why not go for it again? So,
yeah. And speaking of the devil, look at that. Already Georgia, Alabama. Looks like we're getting a good old-fashioned classic Old South clash over here. Oh, wait, no, never mind. No Virginia, just North Carolina for Troy.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
Gotta love it.
Yes. Question is, can Tahsin still get that Old South bonus without... can he still get that Old South bonus this turn? He would need to pick up all these states plus Louisiana or Virginia, I believe.
Devin says, I want Troy because his name is short and sweet. That's a good reason.
I guess 2 syllables is too much for Devin. Tahsin,
Maybe
what is all this?
Maybe it's the middle name initial.
What is this,
maybe
5 letters?
Too much for him.
5 letters? Get out of here. I need 4. Wait, Devin has 5 letters.
I mean, so with this opener here, I mean, anytime you start off the game with multiple flashes, I feel as though this second turn is really, really important. Like how they jump off of what just happened, their next maneuver here.
Yeah. We spoke to Troy after the match, and we kind of after game 2, me, you, Adam, and Troy and Brendan jumped on too. We talked for like hours after that match a couple days ago. Remember?
Oh yeah, and then you did that match of Brendan too.
Yeah, and we're talking
about. Look at that swing.
And look at that. Okay, yeah. He's pivoting to swing, and it looks like, and that's big. I like that move by Troy. Kind of stopping Tahsin from getting Old South by the second turn. That way, they both get their bonuses on the same turn 3. I think that's pretty big. But like as I was saying before, that I was gonna suggest that maybe Troy is gonna pivot. But maybe if Troy's listening, I know Troy's not listening because of our conversation we had with him after Tuesday, where he's like, he was listening to us, but it was kind of throwing him off a bit. So I know. So I'm not worried about Troy listening right now. I don't think he's paying us any attention. And I think Tahsin tunes into the matches. I think he listens too, though.
Have you guys ever heard of the flow state?
Yes.
Okay, so for anyone that isn't familiar with it, the flow state is basically this what is it? It's basically like a mental sense where you can kind of hone in on something and
you're in the zone.
You're in the zone. Yes, exactly. Thank you. You're in the zone, and I think that perhaps when you're listening to people talking about your gameplay, it doesn't allow you to go into the zone.
I hear you. I know what you mean. Ooh, some pressure in Florida right off the bat, huh? That's something new from Tahsin.
Got Daniel Warren in the comments. What's up, Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel saying he hasn't tuned in to a stream in a long time. Well, welcome back, buddy. 50,000 Old South, 130 swing. Always daunting to see that.
Beautiful swing bonus. Tim Ryan's a great candidate, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. How did he not win?
Why is he such a great candidate, folks? You gotta love Tim Ryan.
I don't know what that. I love that voice. I love that voice. You need to bring that guy out more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I used to call that guy Mick Smith McSmithman.
Smith McSmithton.
Oh, hey,
Smith
everybody,
Miss
folks. It's Dick
Mixton.
Smith, Big Smithman.
What do we think of Tahsin not moving up to Virginia? I mean,
Absolutely.
because at this point, I mean, that's kind of a state that's very important for high tech, right?
Yeah.
And it's like now that they're, both, they haven't, neither of them have, spent any money in Virginia. Troy has the decided advantage in Virginia as a result with that, swing state bonus. So it's kind of like, what do you guys think of that?
I think Troy goes two in Florida, and Tahsin gets pretty close to closing out Virginia. I think you're right there.
Yeah, I expect Tahsin to highly prioritize Virginia like he did last time. I mean, he was prioritizing Virginia last time when other people were like, should you really put that much stake in Virginia? And so I think that's a very important state to him.
Yeah. And I mean, it's huge for not only African American, but like you said, for high tech too. So I mean, that's big. Both of them already have one of each. Troy has the swing state bonus. Tahsin has the Old South. But Virginia is one of those big, early, important states. Good electoral votes. The cost ratio. Just all around good state. We love it.
Does the Florida pressure seem a little fake right now?
I think so. I don't think it doesn't seem like Tahsin will make a big move for Florida early on. But you know what? Winner take all, one game, anything is possible. You could try to be a little sneaky. I know. You know who loves doing these early sneaky Florida grabs is George.
I could see. I don't know. I could see Tahsin matching him in Florida maybe just to force him to spend there, but I don't think that's a move you'd kick yourself for weeks over if you clashed in Florida.
Well, Troy is able to have a little what's it called, diamond hands in Florida, because he went everywhere else besides Florida. He looked like he was going for manufacturing the long route, the hangman style.
I think that was a good move, honestly. It's like it's just like what does Florida really do for Tahsin early on? I mean, it just takes away Troy's major swing state bonus. But I mean, if Troy were to low spend that turn and maybe just put one pip in Florida, you very well you're in a position to lose Florida again if you're Tahsin. Now you've spent all this money to lose that big state. It doesn't do a lot for you, I think.
Yeah. I like Troy's spot right here, right now. Tahsin, he doesn't really have a path to. Does he have a path to African American? He goes up in 2 in New York, and he has 125 with these 4 states. So what is that? That's 275, and then he'll need Michigan. 275. That would be 320. So he can either go Michigan and one other African American state, or he could just go all the other African American states, and he could get African American. Troy's gonna have to play smart here. I think you see Troy spending up in Arizona, Virginia, and Michigan. I think you might see another low spend too from Tahsin. What do you guys think?
I think definitely a low spend from Tahsin here. It's like I think he's a very conservative player and he's not going to want to spend unless he knows he's getting the bonus. And I think given how narrow his route to African American is right this turn, I think he thinks that his odds probably aren't very high to get it this turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you there. That was my thinking too. Because mathematically he can get African American, but Troy might have the money to be able to stop him. And so instead of overreaching, spending your money, and trying to get a bonus and not get it, which is devastating, then you can sit back a little bit, hoping Troy could overspend a bit. But Troy does not overspend.
Here's a new term for you, Javier. The triple R isn't there.
The what?
The triple R isn't there. The risk-reward ratio. He's not going to take Florida. There's no triple R.
Yeah, no triple R. The risk reward ratio.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a tongue twister, but that's a good one.
That.
Yeah, I like that too. You got to patent that. Trademark it.
You guys have to remember that because they clashed in Louisiana and Maryland and Virginia on turn 1. That's about 82,000, 82 point, yeah, 82.5 thousand that, Tahsin is behind in getting that AA bonus, right? So like on turn 5, you would have 1.25 million, but you'd have to subtract 82,000 from that. So it's going to be a very narrow margin for him to get that African American bonus here, because you need about like $1 million to get it. So
Yeah.
So his margin of error is pretty low here.
Yeah. What is it? Yeah, that's right. About 990,000 to get it.
Yeah.
So yeah. And right at this turn, he'll be at 1,200. You said with all the clashes. You're right. It's like like mathematically he can get it, but it's just not likely.
Yeah. So I bet the low spend is coming.
Yeah. So here's that low spend, and ooh, interesting. Both go for Michigan.
Ooh. There it is. Loves Virginia. Interesting though. He only moved up 2. That's curious. What do you guys think about that? Moving up 2 in Virginia. Why?
I don't know. I don't know what that thought process is there, to be honest. TBH.
How close is he for AA right now?
I tell you, Michigan probably get locked in this turn, and Brendan's gonna lose his first bet of the night.
Yeah, there's no way Tahsin's gonna lose Virginia after sinking all that money into it.
That wasn't the bet of the night, though. It was just one of the bets he could put. That's just one of the bets he said. So the house might lose this one because Virginia's favored. So the house might lose that bet. Rick Rimmer saying, "Damn, 35 viewers! Wow, I didn't even notice that." Yeah, look at that. Well, Chad asked. We had a Twitch stream with Tyler on his Twitch. He was streaming 270, and Chad asked, "Do you think we can get over 30 viewers today?" And I said, from the help of you guys, I think we can. And look at that, we cracked 34. We cracked 30 viewers. So thank you guys all for watching. It's really cool for you to join. Really appreciate it.
It's history in the making.
So if you guys are Troy here, are you just going to kind of just concede Michigan at this point? I mean, I feel like it's greater than a 90% chance that Tahsin locks it out, right?
Yeah, I think Tahsin locks it out, and he even waits another turn for AA. Because if he locks it out, he can't get AA.
I don't know. There's no way he spends all that money in Michigan just to lose it. There's no way.
Yeah.
It's kind of a guarantee. So, like, what does that clash even do for Troy? I say just let Tahsin spend the money to close it out, and then maybe target Maryland or Virginia instead.
If I'm Troy, I go for Virginia now.
yeah, for sure.
I mean, I go for Virginia now. You don't want to go for Virginia a turn late like last time.
Well, yeah, because he can pretty much count on Tahsin going for Michigan. That's where most of his money's going to get dumped. So he could probably,
so that'd be 90, 180. So it'd cost 180 to close out Michigan for Tahsin. That gives him quite a pretty penny to spend elsewhere. I think Troy could focus on closing out Arizona or Virginia. If he takes one of those two from Tahsin, it's huge. Arizona even bigger because that helps out with Latino as well. And the Stone has that big Latino, has a big Latino bonus, 20%.
Watch Tahsin, just not even close out Michigan here. That would be insane.
What a veteran move. What a veteran move if he doesn't do that, huh?
That's 3D chess. It's so crazy because it's like, that would be devastating if Troy decided, screw it, I'm going to go for Michigan. It would be devastating.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not, Troy's only losing out on 45,000 there. He's picking up 120. He's picking up about 70,000 per turn now with the swing states for these bonuses. So maybe he might be willing to take that Michigan risk.
Yeah, so it would be nuts for Tahsin not to close it out.
Yeah. I think so too. Yeah. Whoever already loses Michigan they're in deep already. So that's already wasting up. And then this early of the game, that's a huge moneymaker. Because we talked about that last game where we look at the states where your opponent spent a lot but you didn't spend it, but you didn't get anything. So there's the clash. But it's gonna force Tahsin to think about it again.
Yep. Ouch. How bad is that?
Only 45,000.
not
I don't think
terrible.
it wasn't terrible because I think if like you look at it through the lens of like Tyler's metric of like risk reward ratio, I mean I think like the reward there was extremely high if Troy were to take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the
True.
reward is there for
Yeah.
it. So it's like
That's true. He's not coming from far behind. To your point earlier, he's only 45K behind. So I mean, basically, since there's no bonuses involved, he didn't really lose that much more money
No.
than Tahsin.
No.
The triple R was definitely there.
Yeah. He might. You think he'd go after it again? You think? That is like 3D chess there sometimes. Like, you know, when you close out a state, you know, and then you clash, you go back, you don't close it out the next turn because you're like, they're not going to spend it all again, right?
You know what? I actually would do it again, and here's why. Because now Tahsin's using way more of his valuable money while Troy builds up that swing money.
Yeah. And Troy.
But actually, it is more worth it this time, I think.
Yeah, I think Troy should close out Virginia this turn right now. I mean, he waited. I mean, last game that killed him when he clashed in Virginia.
yeah.
So what's 325 minus 180?
That 250.
145.
Okay, so if Tahsin, closes Michigan again, that's all he has left to spend elsewhere.
He
It
doesn't
kind of
have-
puts him in a trap.
Yeah, it does put him in a trap, and that leaves you wide open to sweep Virginia and Arizona.
That was an A+ point there by Tyler. That was a crazy point. Good point.
Yeah, very
Thanks.
good.
Yeah. He can't even go up in New York there with that money. Yeah. So
Trap.
yeah.
Now he's got to think about dropping Michigan.
Yeah. Very
Wow, and good play by Troy to follow through.
For sure.
Yeah. If I'm Troy, I do it again. If I'm Troy, I for sure do it again.
Absolutely. If he did it the first time, he absolutely does it the second time.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause every turn they clash, he's going to build that 130K swing money.
I would be perplexed and flabbergasted if Virginia isn't locked in this turn. And which would make the house win if there's another clash in Michigan and Virginia gets locked in. Look at that, the house ends up being right.
Yeah, that's true. Wow.
Fucking
Paola
bitch.
says Troy needs to flip Virginia now or Tahsin's getting high tech.
I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna. Nah. Unless Troy completely ignores Michigan and Virginia. Actually, no, he can't get high tech because Tahsin would need to be in either Delaware or New Hampshire to pick it up.
I buy that.
I think Troy's doing a really good job this time around of just, he saw last time around how devastating that high-tech pickup was.
Mhm.
So he's just like, he's really prioritizing keeping Tahsin from those,
Bonuses, yeah.
those high-tech African-American hybrid states,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
those are big stone
Tahsin is
bonuses.
leading in all those states right now, but he is because of the pressure in those states. It's not a fact that he's going to get them. He might hold a couple turns. Let's see what
Yeah.
happens here.
Here we go.
Big spend by Tim Ryan. Another clash in Michigan,
Oh!
but Tahsin moves up in Louisiana. That might be enough for African American. And there's Virginia.
but he couldn't
Wow.
move up in New York, though, right? We calculated he couldn't move up in New York.
That's right. He didn't move up in New York, so
So he can't get African-American.
he can't get African American just yet. But Virginia flips. I think that was worth it for the clash. So
This isn't good for Tahsin, I don't think.
no.
This Michigan situation's a real quandary.
Yeah, you do it again.
He has to drop it.
Because 360 minus 50 is 310. Minus 225. I mean, minus 180. I mean, so he still wouldn't be enough to put him up in New York, right?
Yeah, you're right. Crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, Tahsin is in a bit of a pickle here. And but Tahsin can't let Troy get Michigan because if he does, he gets towning. I mean, he gets manufacturing. That's a big bonus for him too. 20% bonus. So yeah, Tahsin right now is in between a rock and a hard place. He needs to find his way out of it. If anybody can, it's Tahsin. But don't.
Yeah.
Troy's in a very good spot here, but Troy was in a good spot last game, and Tahsin very slowly but surely edged his way back into this game.
maybe Tahsin will use the opportunity of knowing how much money Troy's going to spend on Michigan to steal something else, like a trade-off.
Yeah.
Maybe Illinois. Go into Illinois. I think that might be a nice place to prevent the manufacturing bonus and get some toward the effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be a good targeting spot.
So let Troy take Michigan, go up in New York, and steal Illinois. You'll get the African American to defend Illinois. I think that pivot works out for Tahsin.
It at least kind of mitigates some of the harm done in Michigan here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for sure.
What about North Carolina? What's going on over there?
There's some pressure in North Carolina. Let's look how close his African American bonus is. Troy technically has the lead, but Tahsin has access to more of the African American states.
Yeah, and once Tahsin moves up in New York, he should get it. So.
Yeah. Because it's 120. It's 300 right now, with the Old South states he has plus New York, and then that'd be 300, 310, 320. And then that would be 338. So he doesn't even need Michigan or Illinois really to get African American.
You might want to prevent Troy from getting that manufacturing bonus though. That might be painful.
True.
If he prevents you from high tech and picks up manufacturing, it's kind of like might hurt a little bit.
Maybe Tahsin has enough. I don't know if actually. I was gonna say maybe Tahsin has enough to defend Michigan, and I don't think he has enough to defend Michigan and go into New York this turn.
Oh yeah, Javier, what were the results of the poll?
Yeah, so the results of the poll, Troy reign as champion will start at 66%. Troy will repeat as champion at 34%. So I'm going to pause that poll and show the results. In a couple rounds, I'll put up another poll of whose position you like so far. Troy won the initial poll there. Jason Casey is saying Troy's favored from this position, but I said the same thing in game 2. Yeah. Brian Hall saying Troy's looking pretty right now. Conrad Scheffler saying Florida still? ? No Florida still. But it looks like Troy's pivoting, and Tahsin gets Michigan finally. It did cost him though. It did cost him. And Troy threw one into Washington just to make sure that, Tahsin doesn't go for high tech. Troy's just even in a better spot here. Even if Tahsin does get African American, I mean, Troy I think has delayed him long enough to have a significant lead, I think.
How close is that AA bonus right now?
So right now, pretty much if Tahsin gets New York, he'll get the AA. High tech. Tahsin. Well, right now Troy has the edge on AA. On high tech. A little secret for high tech. California, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia get you high tech. So if California is not in, and you see these 3 states, 2 of them are for Troy. You think, okay, Tahsin still has a chance at the high tech. But 35, Washington is 25,000 plus New Hampshire would put you over 35. So Tahsin can't get high tech without Washington or New Hampshire or Pennsylvania at this point, which is why Virginia was so important.
I love where Troy's at right now. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Big money advantage. Bonus advantage.
Because Tahsin's going to pick up African American and Town and Gown this turn, but it looks like Troy should have a good chance of even picking up manufacturing and having a nice pivot too.
Yeah.
So
Tyler Barola, Tahsin can get AA this turn without Michigan. Okay, yeah, he flipped either AZ, Illinois, or North Carolina, and then the rest of the Old South. Okay, Supen, is Tahsin in Tennessee? No, he's not. He's not in Tennessee, but he doesn't need Tennessee now. Raymond Baroy is itching for those live odds. So where's Brendan? Someone tag Brendan. We need some live odds in here. But Jason Casey, scrolling down, the fear no longer. He has some live odds for us. The Vegas man. Jason Casey. Troy minus 190. Tahsin plus 150. Tyler says, I don't understand what closing out Michigan did for Tahsin there.
Keeps them pretty competitive in the high-tech race if Troy pivots to California here.
Yeah.
Keeps them pretty competitive.
Jason said maybe he had to because of sunk cost.
Yeah, because if he lost, it'd be devastating if he lost Michigan.
Sunk cost is actually an economic fallacy. So. You can't view things through sunk cost.
I think you think Tahsin tries to...
I think you're right about that.
You think Tahsin tries to
It's a mental trick. No, I can't. No. But you're right, though. A lot of the times it is better to say, you know what? There's no reason for this. It's better to pivot.
Yeah.
That's what you do against state chasers.
You think Tahsin goes for North Carolina or Illinois to kind of ensure that Troy doesn't get manufacturing?
He might, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, Tahsin's just so behind at this point. 'Cause it's like he's gonna want to pick up the African American and the town and gown. How much money does he have left over to really kind of throw around to prevent bonuses?
Yeah, and then Troy with the evil Pip in Utah.
that was evil.
Evil Pip in Utah. Just 200 spent by the
Texas.
Stone.
No. Yeah, Texas.
Nope, New York.
Oh, yeah, duh.
And then into Vermont and Washington. So here comes African American for Tahsin and manufacturing for Troy. Tahsin now getting about 170 extra bonus money per turn, and Troy's getting about 220. But Troy's had how many turns now with that swing state bonus? 7 turns now with that swing state bonus? Huge.
Monstrous.
Huge. Huge. Diamond Hands in Arizona. I would have closed that. I am so weak in Arizona. I just close that out like right away all the time. Arizona and Virginia, I just close those out. I'm just like, I'm weak.
I'm weak in the knees for Arizona.
So I think that Florida pressure becomes a little real here.
Yeah.
A little real.
But Florida doesn't hinge on anything for Tyler. He already has swing states.
Well, nothing hinges on anything for me. I'm just streaming. You said Tyler, but just being a troll, but yeah. Troiler.
Yeah, so I mean, Florida, it picks up some EVs, but especially how much swing state bonus. I bet Troy has so much swing state money right now.
Oh, great. You got these guys talking about sunken cost fallacy over here in the comments. Intellectual comment section? Get out of here. What do you guys think this is? This is Facebook.
Are there people defending the sunk cost?
Yes.
That's
wrong. Correct.
Conrad said, yes, the sunk cost is a fallacy, but you can rephrase it in terms of getting a cheaper one. Wait, what did Tyler say about it? I don't understand what closing out... Wait, what? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think Jason will let this one go, so don't worry. He'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Good. All right. The night in the comment section for me. Good.
Do you think Tahsin takes the Illinois and North Carolina risk? If anything, North Carolina, maybe. Just because he has the bonus. Just because he has the bonuses for those states. He has African American and Old South. But if anything, I'd maybe see Tahsin probably pivoting to Tech. You think Texas? At this point?
I feel like it's got to be California. Because Texas isn't going to get him anything at this point.
I mean, he can still get manufacturing, backdoor it. Not backdoor. I mean, you can't backdoor manufacturing with Texas, but I mean, steal it from Troy.
Yeah.
He's still steal manufacturing from Troy. Because with Michigan locked in, he only needs one other manufacturing state plus Texas. Only. And then plus Texas helps him out with Latino. It just is equal amount as California. So, also,
I think Troy might concede North Carolina. I mean, it's important to an extent that he keeps that hangman bonus, but at the same time, it's like, he's already done his damage there, right? Like, if Tahsin ends up moving into Texas, He's going to have a tough time picking up that
Question.
manufacturing bonus anyway.
Question for both you guys, real quick. Both these guys have 2 bonuses. Who would benefit more from a Texas double clash right now?
I think Troy benefits from any clash right now.
Yeah, especially in Texas because he has a manufacturing base.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
even,
Troy definitely benefits from the California double pip clash or the Texas double pip clash. Either one at this point.
Jason has a point though. California or Texas, you can't really go wrong for if you're Troy. Both those states have.
Totally agree.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So Troy goes into California.
Ooh, wrong choice. Should have done Texas. Just kidding.
And Troy. Oh, okay. So expecting some Pennsylvania. Oh, and he gets Texas.
Oh no! If you're tossing.
And Tahsin gets high tech. Look at that.
Wow.
Picks up high tech and town and
Town
gown.
and gown.
Picks up those 4 bonuses. That's pretty big, actually.
Big money.
Yeah.
New York is fireproof now.
Yeah.
I feel like that high tech money is going to be used for defense, though. I mean,
Oh yeah. I don't think Troy's going to go after high tech at this point, though.
Yeah.
Because where would Troy get it from? And he needs 35,000. So he has New Hampshire. So 35, 25. You need 22 and a half. 22 and a half. I don't think he steals Delaware. He'll need to spend pure cash to get it. So I don't know if he commits that.
So Washington looks like
So now that double pip in Cali is almost like wasted money because like what is he gonna get with Cali? I guess agriculture.
I mean, he would get. I mean, if he moves up in Texas here, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens out of this. Tahsin seems to have a lot of money now. I didn't realize Tahsin had so much money.
Yeah, well, I mean, Troy would have just. I'm very surprised Troy went California and Texas. So Jason said there might not be a wrong answer. Apparently, the wrong answer is going for both of them.
Well, it's like if Troy moves up in Cali here and then low spends, then I mean Tahsin's gonna want to probably enter Texas at that point, right?
I'm guessing Tahsin's gonna flip Florida because, right? Tahsin's gonna probably want to flip Florida.
I think you live with Tahsin flipping Florida, considering you have, the swing state bonus pretty well locked down. So
Sure, you don't even need it for swing.
you don't need it. Yeah.
Got that backdoor swing.
Tahsin has a lot of money and he's pressuring in Arizona, Illinois, Florida, North Carolina, in a lot of places. Honestly, it's worth Tahsin trying to steal one of these states at this point because how much money Troy's spent in it. And if he does get it, it's worth it. Obviously, yeah,
I think it's also important to note at this point that even though Tahsin has the money, look at the EV difference here.
Yeah. Yeah, 260. I mean, it is early, turn 11. He still probably has at least 5 more turns in this match.
You just have to ask yourself how much is what is that 114 EVs worth? Probably worth at least 400,000 there.
Yeah. Jason agreeing with me, saying, yeah, Troy just stretched himself kind of thin. That turn just opened the opportunity for Tahsin. Yeah, because if he went just Cali and closed out or Washington or tried to go for Washington, try to protect it a bit, and he got high tech instead, that'd be different. That's $100,000 bonus right there.
Yeah.
So kind of conceding that, yeah, it is kind of a perplexing move. And I think, yeah, Jason's right that an opportunity has kind of come out of this for Tahsin. This one hit 40 briefly. Oh, this one hit 40?
Yeah, we hit 40 for like 15 seconds, then went back down to 39. But yeah, we hit 40.
Nice.
To be fair to Troy, though, I think he lives with the high tech, with Tahsin having the high tech bonus, though, right? I mean, isn't the obvious move for Troy here to go after Washington? So isn't Tahsin going to close out Washington? I feel like he will.
Oh yeah, but I mean, just having that high tech bonus, I think it would just be just be better for Troy. I mean, he
Yeah,
already has the
I'm just looking.
manufacturing.
I'm just looking at it, like the bonus is worth like what 120,000 for the stone. If he has to spend here, 150, 175,000 up in Washington, this turn, then that kind of mitigates some of that bonus potency.
This was the
So,
longest turn of the night so far, and I don't blame these guys. Tyler, look at us. We got me and you. We commented that Nathan versus Jason match. We had that up to 53. That was very fun. Now look at us.
Oh, yeah.
Now we got 40.
That one was crazy. There's the pressure. Defending Florida.
North Carolina grab.
Flip.
It's a big EV flip. 30-point swing. New Hampshire flips. And there's some pressure in Pennsylvania. So interesting that Tahsin's pressuring Cali.
He's got the high-tech money, so if it's fake, it could be fake pressure, because he has high-tech money, so it looks more legit.
It could be fake. 120 from African American, 90 from Town and Gown, so that's 210 plus 50 from Old South would be 260. So yeah, that's looking like he doesn't have enough to go up one more in California. One more low spin, and then is this kind of scary. But I wonder if Troy has enough to double pip Texas here. That's what I really want to know.
Maybe his plan is to try to force Troy to spend in Cali, and then he'll put into Texas next turn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think Troy should have enough to go into Texas this turn, double pip it.
Because if he could double pip Texas, that would be huge for his bonuses, even if he does end up losing Florida.
Because it's like, Troy did double pip Florida last turn, so that was probably a good bit of his swing money, right? So, I'm sure that's a real, 450,000 or somewhere around there worth of available money to spend in Texas.
Guillermo Javia saying, interesting that I pivoted to Cali and Texas in my last game against Troy, and that was the start of my loss. Hope it isn't the case here. So Guillermo rooting for Troy, it sounds like. Let me throw up another poll here. Who do you think is in a better spot to win so far? Tahsin or Troy? You could mark on the poll, or you could, comment. Tell us. Let us know. Tell us how you feel.
I mean, you have to think it's looking good for Troy right now if he can hang on to those three big ones there.
Yeah. He doesn't even need to hang on to Florida, really, because he already has. Because Florida really is just going to help him out with Latino and export at that point if he has Texas, Cali. So, if he could keep Arizona or Illinois and then Pennsylvania, Ohio, that's all those bonuses right there. I'm just curious if he has enough to double pip Texas.
He should definitely have enough double pip Texas.
130 of it is swing, but I don't know how much swing he has saved up.
Or like I said, though, he put 2 pips in Florida last turn. That was 200,000 there.
That's true.
So,
he could have had some change though after that.
He might have had some change, but I bet Troy was planned it such that he would be able to double pip Texas here. I bet he did.
Yeah, but Troy had a plan for that too. I'm so enticed in this game, I forgot to drink my drink I opened.
Oh, I've been drinking mine.
The RHL World Series Game 3 winner of this match will become the RHL champion. This is our second season. It'll be the completion of our second season. And what a season. Definitely the hardest league to win in the lounge for sure. With the talent in this league. Every match and stressed out going into.
That's why the season slowed down so much. It was like, I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. Every match I was scheduled for. So
Yeah. And then
every match was a big time match.
and it's only gonna get harder and harder. Next season, we're getting Dave Robinson, Joshua Fisher, Zach Wojcicki, and who's the fourth one? Brett Cornwall. Those are 4 great players too that are going to be added to the league.
For sure.
They are in their promotion from the RHL Congress.
Here we go.
Low spin by Tahsin. And actually low spin by both these guys. Very impressive. So I don't think Troy had enough for Texas. But if he did, I think it's smart to low spin like that. Oh man, but that's just so scary. 1.43 million. And you can see in Cali, he has at least 240 in African American, right?
Yeah.
So where did he spend? He spent in Iowa, and where else did he spend? Arkansas.
Yep.
Yeah, so he has at least like 170 of town and gown. He has at least 240 of African American. So you can start and then maybe 80 at least of Old South. So you add that together, you subtract that from what his total is right here. You could get an idea of what he could spend in Cali. I don't know if you're Troy. Do you decide to overspend in Cali to defend, or go up in Texas? Honestly, it's not terrible if you lose Cali at this point, because you're not really losing any bonuses if you move up in Texas.
Yeah, you probably concede Cali at this point, and just hope that Tahsin might overspend in Cali.
I really think the turn that, because right now Tahsin is kind of I think Tahsin's not out of it by a long shot. This is still a close match for sure. I could still see Tahsin, very winnable match for Tahsin at this point. And I think because Troy thinned himself out in California and Texas.
Yeah, I wonder if Troy expected Tahsin to pick up high tech. I bet that. I think if he would have foreseen Tahsin picking up high tech, he might not have spread himself thin like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Now high tech's a near lock for Tahsin.
He's in a tough spot now because he's going to get pulled in 2 different directions with Texas and Cali. He definitely has to just drop one, I feel like, and just focus on one. Because if Tahsin keeps stacking up money, then at least one of them getting lost is assured pretty much.
Yeah. I think you just
pick the one he wants to keep,
I say you take the lead, go for Texas now, ensure you keep your bonuses, because there's no way Tahsin could steal California and Florida. So, you hedge your bets, go Texas, and even if Tahsin does low spend another turn, you have a turn with all those bonuses to spread you out some more. So it's not, I think his best bet is to double pip Texas right here, which he probably couldn't last turn.
I think Troy also needs to be very wary of the quick ballot right now as well.
Yeah, very true. Let's see how many votes are locked in. We have 16 right here, 16, 26, 29, 39, 44, 48. So 48 locked in.
But Tahsin
almost halfway there.
Tahsin has the money in hand, though, to lock a bunch of states in and pull a sneaky ballot right now.
Yeah, he does. And we've seen him do it before. He almost did it against me in the one match I beat Tahsin in our playoff series. He almost pulled a quick ballot on me, and it was because it would have worked too if it wasn't for my meddling south and not closing out a state. He was expecting me to close out a state to defend, and that would have locked it over 100 and would have ensured my loss. But luckily, I didn't. So maybe Tahsin is not a stranger of that move. And
it's a good move too. Your opponent adds up all the EVs locked in. They get to, less than 50, and they're like, okay, we still got 3 turns left in this match. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
But the biggest difference I see, look at it. The big states, the states that Troy has almost locked in, look how low the stone has spent in them. Not that much. Michigan and North Carolina, Troy spent a lot. So that's a lot of money. I don't want to say wasted, but like, no, not in use pretty much. Oh, clash in Colorado. So no ballot this turn. Here's the Florida flip. No Florida flip.
Ooh,
Oh, Illinois.
big flip.
This Troy double pip Texas? That's pretty big of Troy double pips Texas.
So Tahsin was definitely going for the ballot here. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Look at that, yeah. And he's going to get pretty close to it, too.
I think they did clash, though, so...
That Illinois move is just killer. Yeah, they did clash in Colorado, so there's going to be no ballot.
There's the flip, the reversal. I mean, he's up in EVs.
Yep. But he spent almost all his cash there. So both these guys are going to be playing with about even amount of money almost. Troy picking up Latino, oil and gas, manufacturing, and export. So picks up the rest of the bonuses. That's going to help him immensely down this stretch here. All bonuses have now been allotted. And now, I mean, it's crazy that Tahsin didn't go for any of the big states. Now Troy has full control of them. Like, strong control of Florida, Texas, and California, and Pennsylvania.
It's tough that he didn't use that big money to flip at least one of those states.
I mean,
I don't know about that.
What's really helping out Tahsin here is look at Michigan, Illinois, and North Carolina. Look how much money Troy has spent in all these states, at least almost halfway through all of them. So that's a good chunk of change that Tahsin is kind of devaluing from Troy. I mean, but Troy, I mean, he's had swing states for so long.
This is pretty close to 50-50. I mean, if for some insane reason Troy somehow gets blocks a ballot here again, oh my goodness, then Troy's rolling in the cash. But he's it's going to be 50-50 if there's a ballot next turn.
This is the absolute, this is the most like insane game of chicken in Arizona I'm seeing. How long have these guys been in Arizona together and nothing?
That's crazy.
What was the first state to be locked in, by the way? Was it Virginia? No, it was Michigan, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was Michigan, yeah.
Oh. Tyler Barola said 15 minutes ago, Tahsin should keep those bonuses and rush the end game. Hashtag Camacho knows. I was just telling Tyler, President Camacho, I was telling the King of the North that President Camacho was still a top 5 username in the lounge. I love that username. President Camacho.
Oh, definitely.
I'm pretty partial to turtle noodles for some reason.
Hey, I've played turtle noodles. They're not too bad.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. Jason, Troy minus 250, Tahsin plus 275. Daniel Smith saying this is going to be a ballot thriller. Coming up on the last minute of this turn here.
See, I like Troy's bonuses. It's just that I really do value entering all the states first. I like getting into states first. So, Tahsin can kind of just sit back and low spend here. And the cash is not going to be, it's going to be about even, right? Like once Troy spends a good bit of, a good chunk of change getting in all these states.
Yeah. What happens in Colorado? Do you think Tahsin just spends like 3-4 pips to ensure the let's see how many are locked in here. It's 20, 35, 45, 48, 58, 62, 72, 78, 86, 98. So 98 are locked in. Just one more state gets locked in. So Tahsin will need to spend some money here to lock in the state.
Yeah, I mean, he needs that ballot ASAP.
Yeah, so
Those open states don't favor his
I
bonuses.
think he goes up to maybe 1 or 2 in Colorado, and then he closes out a counting down state. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Arizona locked in finally.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was a little excited. The most excited anyone's ever been about Colorado.
I don't know, man. They have legal weed there.
And mushrooms.
True. Definitely got a ballot thriller on our hands.
Oh, for sure. Look at this. Look at this. All over. Oh, Clasheroni, Nevada. And New Jersey. New Jersey. New Jersey. How does this game end? We're getting a ballot, right? Wait. Has there been another state locked in? Wait, Connecticut, right? Connecticut got locked in?
Yeah, Troy locked in Arizona, and Tahsin locked in.
Okay, yeah. So here it is, folks. This is the ballot. This is for the 270 champion. Oh, I'm excited. Whatever happens here, folks, thanks for tuning in. We're at 47, I saw. That is awesome. Jason said Tahsin would go 5 in Colorado. He went 4. Wow. So here it is, folks. Last turn of the RHL Season 2. All these guys are in everyone's states. Both of them have a similar amount of money. EVs, Tahsin has a slight edge there. Let's see how they're going to use their bonuses. African American will be used to defend. Not even that much. He can't really even use it.
It's unfortunate.
I hope he didn't. I mean, how much is this African American now? Do you think at least 200? That would be pretty.
Gotta be.
That'd be pretty ruthless, hurtful if it was 200.
We can't touch Florida, right?
No, there's no way. I mean, 800? No way.
Troy's manufacturing.
Yeah, never mind.
So Latino is going to be big for New Jersey, Nevada, Colorado. Oil is going to be big for these plain states right here. And keeping some states. High tech. Almost useless. I mean, not useless. I mean, you could use to defend Utah and Massachusetts. But that's 200,000 bonuses that Tahsin has no use for, really. To pick up states. I mean, he needs to hold his lead, so he doesn't need to pick up EVs, but I mean, it would help to go after some. Agriculture.
It's the final turn, folks. We got a great match here.
Manufacturing, is used for defense for only Pennsylvania, really.
Let's give a shout out to the 40+ people we got watching this final turn right now.
Ooh, ooh. I love it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys to everyone who was hyping up the video. Brendan, who made a YouTube video. Sapun made a poll earlier today. Chad made a post reminding people. Thank you guys, everyone, who spread the word about this match. Awesome.
Rick Daniels wrote a beautiful poem.
There was a lot of talk of this being an instant classic, and I think it has become one.
Yeah.
I mean, this game's been a pretty great game. There were a lot of great moments, like the Michigan clashes that, Troy got the upper hand and Tahsin got the upper hand after, Troy spread himself a little thin. And it looks like, Tahsin, he might have wanted to grab, in hindsight now, one of those bigger states, because I think the failed ballot push, I really think, put Troy back in the driver's seat here. So I expect Troy to win this year.
Yep. Yeah, and the large haul of money that he got from all the bonuses from having both of those states all this time is really going to affect those battles in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Sure, and they're important bonuses, too. They're very relevant, unlike, the African-American or high-tech bonuses right now. So, yeah, I give the edge to Troy. I expect Troy to win this.
Mm-hmm. Great season. all coming down to these last few seconds here. Thank you for joining us in this crazy, crazy ride.
The defending champion against the underdog. Who will win?
What if one of them didn't get their turn in?
Here we go. Ooh,
We'll flip
Colorado.
in Colorado. 263. Ooh. That's pretty big right there.
Yeah.
Idaho flips.
Oh, Kansas.
Oh, Missouri!
Ooh.
Oh, that was huge!
For a steal, too.
That is
That was
huge!
mad. That was mad, but I love it.
Wow.
Oh, Nebraska flips. Looks
Ooh.
like
Troy, look at Tahsin didn't spend all his money. Oh, it looks like,
It's all the AA money.
yep. Troy keeps New Hampshire, flips Oklahoma.
Oh, shit.
Up 290 to 248. I don't know if Tahsin has the power to flip 20 votes here. 23 votes. And it looks like we have a new RHL champion.
Holy shit.
Troy Moore, congratulations. That's awesome. Great, great match. Wow. Let's add Troy to the call, huh?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Let's add
You've gotta
Troy.
be-
Let's add
you've
Troy. and
gotta be ecstatic.
Let's get him in this call. Commiserations, Tahsin, on a great, great game and season.
Wow.
Tahsin's
What a
still
win.
One of the best, no doubt. But
Tahsin, one of the best. Tyler was able
What up, guys?
to
Hey,
win.
Eric.
Congratulations, new RHL champion Troy Moore. Congrats, bro.
Congratulations, Troy.
Rick, what a match.
Tell me, what do
that
you?
was-
I always make fun of sideline reporters for asking shitty questions. Now I get to ask a shitty question. Troy Moore, how do you feel about this win?
it feels good. It feels good, especially to be here with Tahsin, who is such like a versatile and like you have to prepare for so many things. Like that ballot push, that like the way he orchestrated that by like saving like a bunch of money that he was going to use to lock in EVs when it was like unexpected. He's just so versatile. Like he can throw so many things at you. So that was. It feels good. It feels good.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, when you're thinking, I was thinking you spread yourself a little bit too thin between California and Texas. Were you worried that he was gonna flip Cali, or did you like when you went up 2 pips in Cali? Were you pretty safe that he wasn't that he didn't have enough to pass you after that?
I didn't think he had enough to pass me, but I did defend one in Cali. You know, when he had the turn that he went for the ballot. So I don't know if he could have passed me if he'd really gone for it, but he saved so much money. I don't know if you guys realize he saved so much Old South, African American, town and gown money. I had no clue how much he actually had that could go towards Cali. You know, I tried to kind of keep up with it, but so I stuck 1 pip in there. The reason I went to Texas was just because I really felt like he was going to flip one of my manufacturing states, and I didn't know what to do with my additional manufacturing money, and I didn't want it to go to waste. So I figured if I can get a pip in Texas for 110, I'll take it. And he didn't flip manufacturing that turn, and I felt like an idiot. So. But, it was nice to be there. I think it put the pressure on him.
All the money that you got from Cali, Texas, if you look at the map, that's ultimately how you saved the whole Midwest.
Yeah.
Right.
Jeremy Cooper Sperber. Sorry to interrupt you. I just thought I had some questions in here from you. He said you just won the RHL championship. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Disney World.
Yeah. Wait, don't say that. We don't have a contract with Disney yet. We got to get
I thought
contract.
this is sponsored and like the winner got a trip or something.
We get a trip to the 270 headquarters in Bristol, Connecticut. I don't know.
We actually
go to
got you a
Alexander's
30-day
house?
sub. You just got to write a review.
Richard Alfield says congratulations. Rick Whitmer says, damn, Troy, calm as ever right now. Raymond says, question for Troy. Who do you consider as your hardest rival?
Gosh, it's hard not to say Tahsin after that series. I mean, he beat me in the regular season, and then we go 2-1 in the RHL finals. It's like a friendly rivalry. They're like I told a lot of people, there's guys in the lounge I'd much rather or much less like to lose to than Tahsin. He's a good dude, and I remember back when I was just learning the game, he beat my crack a bunch of times. Like when he would just go in the Facebook and say, who wants to play. So and I got a lot better by playing guys like him. So there's plenty of luck and good fortune. There's so many decisions that it's a good decision if it goes your way, and if he passes me in Cali, then it's a bad decision. So credit where credit's due. Like you can't. I'm sure I had a little good fortune, and Tahsin's proven that. I'm sure he'll be back in the finals next year. He's like a household name in the RHL at this point.
Tahsin for sure, class act, first class act, dude. Very classy. You too, Troy. Graceful winner. Just congratulations again, bud, and thank you for joining. You can expansion player, season 2. You didn't participate season 1. We expanded. I got you in. I'm happy I did. And look at you making a name for yourself.
I feel like the only reason I was in it because we got matched up in the 2v2 tournament. So I feel really fortunate. I know it's a lot harder to get in the RHL now that you've done such a good job building it up, and it's become the league to be in. So I really feel fortunate I was included this year, and I'm looking forward to competing 3 years for however long to come. So what you've done with the league's awesome. This tournament was a huge success, I think.
Yeah, we got it done in about 3 weeks or so. I think it was 3 weeks. So
no, I thought you meant the league, the whole league.
No, the playoffs, the playoff tournament, yeah.
Yeah, the league was a marathon.
Yeah, the league was a marathon, but
the
playoff, it culminated in this big oh my god, it's finally at the end, and you have all this pressure, and it's am I gonna beat? Because anyone could win at any game in the RHL. Anyone could win any game. You could lose any game, you could win any game. So you really get nervous going into these matches. So I understand, it takes a toll on you. I want to tell you that we got up to 47 viewers in this stream.
Dude, let's go.
So that's awesome. That's awesome.
That's a credit to you guys who were posting in the lounge today. I know, I'm sure everyone was just dying to see Troy Moore, put a pip in Kentucky. But no, I think you guys are the real heroes that kind of made that possible. So big props to you guys for. And I appreciate it because it means a lot. It's just a game. We talk about all the time how it's just a game. But, just like any sport, it's nice to do something at a high level with other guys who try and do it at a high level and compete like that, like you guys do. And so to have some viewers and stuff to kind of legitimize I'm going to say work. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I just play for funsies, but I thought a lot about the match today, just as anyone would preparing for a competition. So I appreciate you guys making it, legit for the competitors and to feel like it's a big stage to be here.
Yeah, it is a big stage to be here. One final thing before we take off. Again, if you guys missed it, we're starting off season 3 with a big announcement. They're starting the off-season big announcement. Adam Montgomery is now we're moving into the transition of Adam Montgomery becoming the new commissioner of the RHL. So that's going to be pretty exciting. He's going to be focused more on the the ins and outs of the actual league, and it's going to help me focus more on building the league and building the brand and expanding the brand too, and help building the league. So I'm very excited. I know Adam's going to get a lot of help from you, Troy, and you, Tyler, for next season.
Yeah, I like to get paid.
All hail the new commissioner.
He's going to come in with the AM banners.
Included in that romance poll today.
Oh, really?
There was a poll on the lounge for the biggest romance in the 270 lounge.
Oh yeah, we're double dating here. Me, Tyler, and you and Troy.
Tyler and Tommy were ahead of us in the polling,
Tyler and I were second. You know who got first was Zach and Zach and
Bryce
Bryce Hawkins. Yeah. I don't know.
I'd like to check the ballots on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know on the. Yeah, there were two fake. There were two
There was
empty
a massive
profiles.
dump of ballots for us four on that poll. A massive dump. And it's terrible what's happening.
Oh my gosh.
This season ended really, really well in the RHL. I mean, like, I think it was as cathartic as anyone would have hoped it would have been, considering, just like the two best seeds from each conference, made it into the finals, and it was a best of three, among the two best seeds from each conference. So
Sapun did tie for that one seed.
Sapun was the number one, yeah. In the
But
conference.
Did they officially tie?
I think they tied.
It was the same.
Yeah, and they tied. Sapun won the tiebreaker.
Oh, did he really? Okay, my bad.
Yeah. No, but I mean,
close.
yeah, but Tyler, anything else? Anything else you want to add here? Cheers! Yeah.
That's
Cheers.
right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And from all of us here at RHL Studios to you guys listening, thank you for watching, and look out for updates for season 3. We're going to be working on inviting new members to the Congress. We got a lot. I mean, you guys seen the people who we're going to invite. Those are some crazy good names too that we're going to invite to the Congress.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be a bloodbath.
RHL Congress is the sister league of the RHL White House. You could earn, if you do well enough in the Congress, you earn promotions up into the White House. So, just to give you guys a little background in case you guys don't know, listeners. So again, thank you for listening, and I bid you a good deuces.